Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. We have something from Alliance Designs. We have not opened something from Alliance in a while. Who is Alliance? They're a company that generally will collaborate with a knife maker, or sometimes two knife makers, knife designers, and then they'll also work with at least one, sometimes multiple OEMs to have the various parts made, hence the name Alliance, right? Now, the details on all of that, not 100% sure on, but I will link this information down in the description, actually this product, down in the description where you guys can check it out if you want to. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks to Alliance for sending this in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex and on TikTok at _metal_complex. So we'll do a full review of this knife. I haven't actually opened it up yet, but we will. This is not a full review. We're literally just taking a look at it today. So Brandon Corbin, I believe that's Corbin Steelworks. I don't know that I'm super familiar with him, but I'm pretty sure if I remember the original DM correctly, that's what he said, or maybe it lists that on the website. Handle in this case, micarta, black PVD bolsters, blade steel M390, proudly designed in the USA, manufactured and assembled in China. I know that they have worked with Riot in the past a lot, so I would guess that they're involved, but I don't know that. And I don't know if it's just one OEM this time or what, but this is the Keen. Okay, so we have kind of an earthy micarta. Oops, we have to cut it open, sorry. Earthy micarta, and I think it was like the PVD bolsters and then an M390 blade. Boy, really, really well finished as per usual. This, it definitely, if it's not Riot, whoever did it did a really good job, because the overall fit and finish and execution feels really good. Floating backspacer, we don't see this quite as much anymore. You can see the little pins or the standoffs in there, kind of giving the space between the backspacer and the liners, or I guess that'd be the frame in this case, kind of this floating aesthetic. Nice milled titanium pocket clip, and then we have sort of doorknob studs there with a relatively thick blade. I do like that pivot there. That's really nice with the adjustment head and the little, sort of bowls on. Actually, it's the same on both sides. The Alliance Design logo and then the lock bar insert. Very, very easy to open. My goodness. That is so, it's so unbelievably smooth. Incredibly satisfying to deploy this one. A little bit of a metallic sound there. Let's see if I can be quiet for you guys for just a moment and let you listen. Can you hear that? Little bit of a ting there. Kind of nice. So this will obviously come in a wide variety of configurations here. The PVD black and micarta, I mean, honestly, wouldn't have been my first choice, but that's fine. It's my last choice is somebody's first choice, right? But if I remember right, there's a whole bunch of different versions. We also have is this hollow? Yeah, it feels like a hollow ground machine, possibly belt satin finish here on the M390. Now, I don't know what these cost. I don't know that the last time I looked, if they actually had the listings on there. I would venture to guess they're probably pretty expensive. If I had to take a guess, you're probably looking at something like $375, but I don't know. We could be north or south of that. But that would be my guess. That tends to be the case. These tend to be on the small batch side, and you got a lot of people involved, right? So when you're working with, even just one OEM, the Alliance, and one designer, you still have 3 people involved, and with small batch, it tends to be, on the higher side in terms of price. But if there are more people involved, which we will get all those details once I do the full review, but when there are more people involved, I imagine the price goes up even more with everybody needing to be, paid for it. But I don't know. I've never actually worked on a project with more than 2 people, myself and one other person involved, so I actually don't know. But plenty of access to the lock bar. Very easy release, very smooth. This is such a polished final product. Really nice. Flat area right here for your index finger And honestly, I thought that jimping was going to be non-functional. I looked at that and I thought that's not going to work. So Brandon Corbin's logo. Yeah, it is. It's Corbin Blade Works. Oh, it's WRX. Okay. Really nice blade. Very, very nice looking blade. Jimping extended out past where the index finger would end, right? This area right here, people are always very opinionated about, you know, this type of area. A lot of people want an enlarged sharpening choil or a finger choil. A lot of people want just a standard sharpening choil there. Some people don't mind, but that's always a hot topic, always a lot of controversy when knives are sharpened this way. But very comfortable in the choke back position. This sort of primary finger position right here will fit at least most of my my index finger and my middle finger there. But choked up, I'd say it's a little bit more comfortable. Looks like this is going to be a right hand tip up only style of knife, perfectly centered as you would expect. No lefty option. The pocket clip is really long. Personally, I don't love that. Really great retention there, but I do like the style. I do like that it's milled. The screw is hidden. It's a drop and a little bit of a swoop there, so really good. I doubt you'll have any issues in and out of the pocket. The only reason I don't love elongated pocket clips is just because the bill goes into the middle of the hand in the primary position. Honestly, choked up, it's not nearly as bad. And truthfully, this is all very knocked down. But I still prefer pocket clips are a little bit shorter. Again, that's just personal preference. So let's get a measurement on the Keen. Overall length here coming in. Sorry, my kids are practicing piano in the background. Just 2 more weeks of summer. 2 more weeks of summer and I can have my house back. 7 3/4 inches overall. Okay, and then we have I'd call that a 3.35 inch blade. Cutting edge is honestly shy of 3 1/4. You're looking at a little over 3 1/8 for the cutting edge. How about some size comparisons? I'm going to get out some knives that are somewhat similar in size. So the Ritter Hogue, let's do the AD 20.5. How about, yeah, I've got the North Arm Skaha 2 here. We've got the Spyderco Shaman. We've got the Spyderco Para 3. Let's do the Hogue Deca and the Bug Out. Those are always good ones. Yeah, okay. Pretty good idea of size. How about we weigh it? So obviously, depending on the configuration that you go for, if you pick this knife up, there's probably going to be subtle differences in weight. So in this case, titanium micarta and M390, which is probably, that might be 150 thousandths there. 4.2 ounces, not bad. Not at all. Nowhere near bad. I mean, that's a perfectly, I mean, for me, that's a totally reasonable carry weight for a knife of this size. Blade stock thickness, I'm going to say 145 to 150. Even thicker, 154 thousandths. Interesting choice there, but okay. Guys, not bad. It's very crisp. I mean, like, if you're familiar with Alliance designs, these things always come back being like fully finished, hyper polished products every single time. It feels really, really good, but they tend to be very expensive. So this is cool. I kind of want to go back and look at all the different variations that you can pick up, but I'll get all the details for this, every last detail, if you want to stick around and wait for the review. In the meantime, you can check them out on their website, linked in the description. That's going to be pretty much it today, guys. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex and on TikTok at _metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.